Hi friends, it's Claire from ScrappyNerdUK and today I have episode 17 of Washi Wednesdays. So if you've joined me this far, then thank you very much for keeping up with the videos. There's only 3 more after this of Washi Wednesdays, so episode 20 will see the end of this series. But I have some good news in that I have decided what my next series is going to be based on your feedback. So watch this space and I might give you some clues in the next few videos to come. So what I'm doing here with washi tape, so I'm using the items from Chasing Dreams from Maggie Holmes, and I am going to create an arrow shape, if that's what you want to call it. So what I've done is I've marked the center point of the page so I know where my washi tape needs to aim for. Now I know that my photograph is going to go over that end point. It depends on where you want your photograph to sit as to how neat you want the point to be. That's completely up to you. So I'm using the 2 washi tapes that came in this collection, and it's this Admit one and the little ticket stub on the other. And I am determined to try and use up some of my stash because it is crazy. And I'm not just talking washi stash, I am talking just scrapbooking stash in general. So I am trying to get through some of the older collections purely so I can buy some new stuff, really. There's no other reason other than that. So anyway, back to the layout. I'm going to fast forward this in just a second. You can see here I'm just building up alternate layers of each of the washi tape. You can try it with, I was struggling here a bit with this washi. You can try it with this will look great on a rainbow. So if you've got loads of different colours of washi, then create a rainbow effect, just changing the colour as you go, or use 2 or 3 colours just like I've done here. I wasn't sure on how many diagonal arrows, I don't even know what to call them. Let's just go with arrows. I didn't know how many arrows I wanted on here. So I just kept going until I was happy with it. Now you'll notice on here I haven't cut the edges of the washi tape from the card. You're much better folding them back on themselves because when you go to put it in the album, there's nothing worse than putting it in and the washi tape rolling up on the side. So if you fold it over and stick it down on the back, you won't see the back anyway, so it's not a problem. So I'm going to go in with another bit of this pink and yellow one. And this is where I cut forward to the finished effect. So I end up with 5 rows in the end. And yeah, I love how it turned out with the washi. And that got a fair amount of washi used as well, which was perfect. So one of my age-old tricks, just to back my photograph on to some plain white cardstock. And I don't use 12 by 12 cardstock to map my photos. I just buy a pack of just A4 white card from Hobbycraft. And then I've dug this paper out of I bought the 12 by 12 paper pad and I've barely touched it. And I've got loose sheets as well. You'll see that to my right there, literally I had an avalanche of product from this collection. And I needed it there because I need to see what I've got. But it does keep trying to intrude on my space. I am actually moving home very soon, in a few weeks hopefully. And so I'm hoping to have a little bit more of a bigger scrapping area, more scrapping surface as it were. So that will hopefully help with the avalanche of products, or non-avalanche products, should I say, because I'm hoping that I'll have a bigger area. I mean, I do have a big craft room as it is, but just surface space is a bit of a struggle for me at the moment. Everything seems to have ended up on top of my desk. So all I'm doing here, anyway, I digress. All I'm doing here is I'm just layering up some ephemera pieces to see what I like, to see what works. Now that peacock from the ephemera pack, I thought I would never ever use it. And then it struck me that this photograph was taken in a place called Beale Park, which is very close to where I live. It's a little sort of wildlife park. It doesn't have any glamorous animals, I'm afraid. It's got a couple of pigs. It's got some goats. Goats I don't even have. Yeah, I think it might have. I think it's got a couple of alpaca. But it's also got peacocks. And the place used to be called, or we used to know it as kids, as Peacock Farm. So I thought it was very fitting for that piece of ephemera to be included here. So because it's a wildlife park, I wanted to include a couple of florals on this as well. And that rabbit, I don't think they've got rabbits. They might, actually, I think they do. I think they've got rabbits in like the petting zone. So I tried to use up as much of the sort of animal pieces of ephemera, because I don't think I'll use them on any other layout, if I'm honest. And you can see there to the right of my of my layout, there is a new unopened pack of ephemera as well. So I really need to get using up what I've got rather than hoarding it. So yeah, back to the layout anyway. So I'm just layering that yellow floral piece to the left, and I've stapled the Say Yes to New Adventures onto the label underneath, just to give it some interest. And now I'm going to come in with some chipboard to give it some dimension, because it's all very flat. So there are birds at Beale Park as well, so I thought I'd bring the chipboard bird in. I liked that pink bird that you can see on the chipboard sheet there, but it was just too big. So I did go with the black bird. Answers on a postcard what bird that is meant to be. Actually, looking at the tail, it does look like it might be a kite. I'm not 100% sure. If you know, leave it in the comments down below. So there I was just, I had a tip from a subscriber. Give me a shout if it was you that told me about this. I find the chipboard from Create Paper just so thick, and it was suggested that I peeled some of the underlayers off, which I do now, and then I just put some glossy accents to stick that back down. And I just added those little black and white crosses to tie in with the black and white bird as well. A couple of stickers from the sticker sheet, and they look like washi strips, so I thought I'd use them. And this chipboard thicker that says Celebrate. So one of the things we do when we go to Beale Park, we tend to go there a lot for my sister's birthday. As a family, we'll go there, we'll pack a picnic, just a really nice day out. There's not masses to do there, but we all seem to really enjoy the day. My sister's in a wheelchair, so it's quite difficult to sort of push her around the whole day. But because it's nice and flat, it makes it nice and easy for us to get around. So yeah. So one thing that I don't do a lot of, and I'm trying to do a bit more, is journaling on my layout. So I thought that space there down the bottom right was looking a little empty. So I'm just using my T-square ruler. And apologies to those that gave me a bit of a smiley winky face about me being an enabler, that you ended up buying a T-square ruler. I promise you, you won't regret it. It's one of the things in my stash that I now cannot do, in my tools that I cannot do without. So I've just drawn myself some journaling lines down the bottom here, and I'm just writing my journaling. And I've noticed I've done a bit of a typo on this. I've put one of favourite activities, so I'm not too sure how I'm going to fix that. I'm going to have to go back and sort that out, but it's part and parcel of scrapbooking, isn't it? You are going to make mistakes, and it shows that we're all human. So yeah, just on here, one of our favourite activities we do as a family is visit Beale Park, especially for Carrie-Anne's birthday. We love to pack a picnic, visit all the animals, and before we leave, we always take a ride or go for a ride on the train. They've got a little train that goes around the park as well. And I believe this is pretty much it for layout number 17 for Washi Wednesday. That's how much I procrastinate when I'm journaling, so that's why I don't do it that often. So yeah, this is it. So thank you very much for watching. Oh, I'm just going to add some a finishing touch, just going to add some twine into that tag up there. Again, that brings some more of the black in, especially because I've used black for the journaling down the bottom. and a little staple, and this layout is going to be done. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you all very soon for another video. Bye!